Hello guys, welcome to another piano lesson with Angel Victor. Today I'll be teaching on the concept we call tritone. I'll be doing this lesson in the key of C. Okay, without much talking, let's get to the lesson. What is tritone? Tritone is just the intervals. The intervals are just the distance between two musical notes. Very simple. So the distance between C and E is the major third interval. The distance between C and G is the dominant, is the fifth, perfect fifth. Now the distance between C and F is the perfect fourth. The distance between C and F sharp, which is your sharp 4, is your tritone. So it's the distance between your 1 and your sharp 4. That's just what tritone is. The other names for it, some people call it the augmented 4 too. It's still the same thing, but I don't want to make this lesson too lengthy. There are other names for it. There are other stories about this tritone. So where we find the tritone is in our dominant chord. Our dominant chord are just chords that consist of our third and our flat 7. You know, the 7th and the 3rd actually determines the quality of a chord. So if the chord has the major 3rd and the flat 7, it's definitely a dominant chord. So I'm in the key of C, this is our dominant. And if you look in this chord, our C dominant, if you look in this chord, you see that it has that interval. Not from our 1 to our flat 7, but from our 3 to our flat 7. Okay, I hope you can see it on the screen. Okay, so first thing first, how do we use this? We can use it sometimes, most times they use it in the blues. Okay, but before we get into detail on how it's used and all, let's look at how I practice it at first. I usually practice it with the shell voicing, playing just the 3rd and the 7th, or the 7th and the 3rd. I'll get to explain that later now when we talk about the tritone substitution and all. So my 3rd and 7th, start playing it automatically. I just start playing it randomly and all. Make sure it's in my grip. Okay, and then one thing I also do is I just play the interval. I know, so I can be on my F sharp. And then what's the tritone interval now? I know my 4 sharp 4, this is the interval. So I know that the tritone consists of my 3rd and my 7th. So I ask myself, what would be the tonic at first? I try to picture it. What can be the root of this tritone? 3rd. So it's my G. So this is my D dominant. Okay, let me just, although I promise explaining when it gets to the concept of our tritone substitute, but let me just explain it now. Now, the 3rd can also be your 7th, and your 7th can also be your 3rd. Now, I can picture this to be my 7th, which is my flat 7th. If this is my flat 7th, then this is my 3rd. It then means this chord too could be my G sharp dominant. If you're seeing the chord on the screen, you see it. G sharp or A flat. So you see, that's something too you can picture. Another thing is, if you play the interval between D and G sharp or A sharp, you see that this interval too is a tritone too. So if I'm playing maybe a dominant chord and I'm playing it truthless, and I assume it to be D, I just picture the tritone of D. And okay, so it then means I can also use this interval when I'm on my A flat. I hope it's making sense. But if it's not making sense, just keep going. Hopefully before the end of this class you will understand. Okay, so like I said, it's the tritone are mostly found, they are mostly used inside this interval are mostly used in the dominant chords and all. Okay, but then you can just play them by itself when it comes to forming progressions and all. Okay, I can decide to form a progression. I could decide to play my 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. I could decide to play tritone with this 1, my 1. I could do a walk down to my 6. So this is my 6. If you look now, so my 1, 6, 2, 5, and then 1. I could play that progression like that. So I have my 1, 6. I'm playing it with just the tritone interval. I'm just, like I told you guys, if you've been following my channel, if I want to practice something, I try putting it in a progression. So I've just played the progression 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. Why not try playing this thing with just the shell voicings, like I told you, the third and of the tritone. So I play this, and then with my left hand, I'm actually playing with my left hand. I play this. This is my C dominant, and then I make all the chords dominant, and then I go to my A dominant. I know, I practice, so I know that this is my A dominant, and then my D dominant. I think we did an example of that, and then my G dominant, and then back to my 1. So that's how I practice it. I say, okay, I could form progression my 2, 5, 1. So I have 2, 5, 1. I could do 2. I could do. That's my 2 now. 5, 1. But I'm highlighting my. It's actually I'm playing it. The lick or the line I played with my left hand will be playing the dominant, leaving the tonic for the bass. Maybe this lesson is quite much, but I hope for those of you that are understanding, you are following and all. You're trying to get something out of it. So play my 2, I make it dominant, then my 5, 2 dominant, and then my 1. So we could use it in this progression, like I said. There's 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. So I could play my tritone here now. Play my 1 dominant. So I could do a walk down to my 6, then my 2. If you see, so I play it, my 6, my 2, and then my 5, and then back to my 1. Okay, so let's look for other ways we could use the tritone. Now we are using it by itself, just like that in progressions. Now there's another way we use the tritone, which is the tritone substitution. I think that's the one people know the most, and it's very simple, like I explained. So if I'm playing, let me use the regular 2, 5, 1 progression. We have about 2 and 5. 5 is always dominant, 2 is minor, 5 is dominant. Now because it is dominant, it will have this chord quality that I told you, to have the quality of the third, the major third, and then the flat 7. Yes, which is this. So I have, this is my major 7, this is my flat 7, and there's my major third. Now, like I told you, when it has that major third and flat 7, that means there are other chords. There's another chord too that can share this. If this is my 7th and then this is my 3rd, there's another chord that will make this 7th to be my 3rd, and then make this 3rd to be my 7th. The easiest way to find it is just to check first, to check your tonic and then form a tritone. So if you form a tritone from it, you see that C sharp also shares this shell voicing of this tritone. I hope you're understanding. Then makes it easy. That's where the tritone substitution comes. So instead of me playing 2, 5, 1, I could play 2, 5, 1. I hope you're getting. Yes, that's where the concept of tritone substitution comes in. So, oh Lord, you have been so good. You are so good to me. Oh Lord, you are excellent in my life. Oh Lord, you have been so good. You are so good to me. Oh Lord, you are excellent. I could still play it here. My life. So, but maybe the song is not working in that concept. But mostly when the song is coming to an end, I could do, oh Lord, you are excellent in my life. okay, you just have to make some adjustment and all. But instead of playing my 5, I put my 5 tonic. It's still the same thing. And yeah, if you're listening to some songs, you see them using this concept a lot. Okay, I hope you're understanding some things in it. So there are other things too we do in terms of when you play your dominant chords. You have a lot of things. You have a lot of chord you can add, like a lot of extension. Yes, a lot of extension. So learning or getting to master the tritone and playing it with your left hand gives you that freedom in your right hand to be able to play different chords. Yeah, different extensions. Different extensions, like I said. So that's why we practice too. So we could pick an extension, which is our 13, a dominant 13. Let's try to put this in a song. Okay, so first, this is what I do now. I'm picturing, let's do a progression. So I have my 6, 2, I'm playing it 6, 2, 5, and then 1, 4. Let's say that's the progression now. So I could play this now. I'm playing the tritone interval with my left hand. This is my 6, my 2. Okay, you can see that. So this movement can actually take me to my 5. When you're hearing them play that, oh, that's sometimes, most times, it's actually they are playing the dominant chords and all. So we can use this movement now. So it's 6, 2, 5, 1, 4. This movement can take us to a 4. Now let's use it in a song. Let's see. I love you forever, yes, I love you forever. So here now, I love you. You can see I've used it forever, Lord. Oh, cause I love you forever. Okay, I've used it. Yes, I love you forever. I could do it here. I love you forever, Lord. Oh, I love you. Like here too, I did instead of playing, the progression is to go to my 4, but I'm now doing 2, but I'm using the tritone. Takes me to my 2, 5, 1, 4. So I love you forever, yes, I love you forever. So I did it here. I love you forever, Lord. Well, I know there's still a lot that I can teach in these lessons. In case you want me to teach you further, or you can contact me privately, and then we'll see how I can explain, or you can ask me questions. And I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you for all of you, for those ones that have been subscribing and all. Please don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe if you find this video helpful. Thank you and stay blessed.